So refer the problem number 2. A car starts from the rest and travels on a straight road with the constant acceleration of 1.2 meter per second square. After some time, a scooter passes by it, traveling in the opposite direction with the uniform velocity of 36 kmph. So scooter is having the uniform velocity, that is a constant speed of 36 kmph. The scooter reaches the starting point of the car 30 seconds after the car had left from there. Okay. Determine when and where the two vehicles pass each other. So we have to find out the crossing point of these two vehicles. So this is the given condition. The car starts the motion from point A. Initially, car is at rest. So at point A, car has zero velocity. So at this point, velocity of the car, it is zero because this is the rest point for the car. Then car has constant acceleration of 1.2 meter per second square when it starts the motion. So acceleration of the car is 1.2 meter per second square. So with this acceleration, car travels towards the right side. Okay. From opposite direction, scooter starts the motion and it is having the constant speed, which is u is equal to v, that is initial speed is equal to its final speed is equal to 36 km per hour. Okay. At one point, two vehicles will cross. So this is the point M. And we have to find out the distance of this M point either with respect to point A or with respect to point B. Okay. So this is the motion. Okay. What else is given in the problem? So you can read the second last sentence. The scooter reaches the starting point of the car 30 seconds after the car had left from there. Okay. So from this information, we can find out the initial position of the scooter with respect to the car. So this is the point A. And this is point B. Okay. The scooter is moving with the constant speed, which is v is equal to u, that is equal to 36 kmph. Scooter reaches the starting point of the car after 30 seconds. Okay. After 30 seconds, car had left from there. So from this information, we can find out the position of scooter with respect to the point A. Okay. So how we can find out this position? So consider the motion of the scooter and motion of the car. Okay, for the scooter, we know its final speed is equal to its initial speed, that is a constant speed, which is equal to 36 kmph. Okay, so convert this 36 kilometer per hour into meter per second. Okay, so this conversion is 36 into 5 by 18. So this will be 10 meter per second. So for conversion, kilometer per hour into meter per second, multiply kilometer per hour by 5 by 18. Okay, and for reverse conversion, multiply by 18 by 5. So this is the answer in meter per second. So scooter has speed 10 meter per second. So scooter reaches the starting point of the car after 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds, we have to find out the distance covered by the scooter. Okay. So during 30 seconds of journey, distance covered by the scooter. Okay. So this we can find out by using the formula. Velocity is equal to distance divided by the time. So this formula is only used for the constant velocity. So you can write down this. This is for the constant velocity. So if there is a constant velocity, that means acceleration, this value will be 0. Okay. So velocity is 10. Distance is nothing but the distance AB, and time, this is equal to 30 seconds. So we will get AB is equal to 300 meters. Okay, that means when the car was at point A, scooter will be at point B, and that is equal to 300 meters. So this is the initial position for the scooter and for the car. Now assume one point M where the scooter passes the car. Okay, so this is the meeting point for two vehicles. So we have to find out the position of this meeting point either with respect to point A or with respect to point B. So let us take the distance of the point M with respect to point A as a x. Okay, so this remaining distance from point B, it will be 300 minus x. Okay, so now consider the motion for the car. So for the car, its initial speed, it is equal to 0 because car is at the rest for the starting point. It is having the acceleration of 1.2 meter per second square. Okay, so u is equal to 0, acceleration is 1.2, then distance is x, so s is equal to x meter, and time t, take this as a t second only, or we can assume this as a t1 second. Okay, now for the scooter, now consider the motion for the scooter from point B to M. Okay, so for the motion B to M, its initial speed, it is equal to the final speed, and that is equal to So it is having the constant speed of 10 meter per second. Its acceleration is 0. Then displacement s is equal to 300 minus x. Okay. And time t, will it be equal to t1 second or it will be different? Okay, just give me the answer. So this time t, it will be same as that of the time t1. So this t is equal to t1 because both these vehicles, that is a scooter and this car, will come at point M at the same time instant. Okay, so time taken will be same. So to cover A to M distance, time is t1 for the scooter, for the car, and to cover B to M distance, time will be same, it will be t1. Okay, so now you can use the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, and for the car, S is equal to ut plus half at square. So why we are using this equation? Because displacement is available in terms of x. Okay, initial velocity is given and time is same. Okay, so by using these two equations, we can find out the x value. So here s is equal to x meter, which is the unknown value. Initial velocity is 0. So this total term will be 0 plus half into acceleration is 1.2 and time t we have taken as a t1. So this is t1 square. Similarly for the scooter, s is equal to ut plus half at square. So displacement s, this is equal to 300 minus x. Initial velocity is same, which is initial is equal to final velocity, that is equal to 10 meter per second. Time t is t1 plus for the scooter, the acceleration value is 0 because it is having the constant velocity. So this total term is 0. So we will get the equation 300 minus x is equal to 10 t1. Okay, and this is equal to x is equal to, this is 1 by 2 into 1.2, so this is 0.6 t1 square. So put this value in this equation. So this equation will be 300 minus 0.6 t1 square is equal to 10 into t1. So this will be 0.6 t1 square plus 10 t1 minus 300, it is equal to 0. Okay, now this complete equation, it is the quadratic equation in terms of t1. Okay, so solve this in your calculator in the equation mode. To solve the quadratic equation, select the third option from the equation. So you will get the time t1 is equal to 15.52 second and second value will be minus 32. Okay, minus 32.2. So as this is quadratic equation, it will have the two roots. So as t1 is negative, so you cannot select this because time cannot be negative. So select this as the answer. t1 is equal to 15.52 seconds. Okay, and to find out the x value, can put this value either in this equation or you can put this value in this equation. Okay. So if you put the value in this equation, then x is equal to 0.6 into 15.52 square. So that is equal to 144.52. Okay, so this is your final answer. That means at distance 144 meter with respect to car, that is the initial position of the car, two vehicles will cross each other. Okay. So in this problem, car P and Q, they are traveling on the parallel lanes on a straight highway with a uniform velocity of 72 kmph. Okay, so this is the initial condition for both the cars. Car P is ahead of the car Q by 200 meter. Okay, at certain instant, car P decelerates at the rate of 2.5 meter per second square, and at the same time, car Q accelerates at a rate of 2 meter per second square. So question is when and where car Q will overtake the car P. Okay. So depending on the initial information, we have to draw the diagram. So this is the car P. This is the initial position when it is having the speed of 72. So car P is initially moving with this speed 72 km per hour. At the same time, car Q is also moving with the same speed, but it is 200. So car P is ahead of car Q. So car Q is behind car P by 200 meter distance. So this is the position of the car Q, and this distance, this is 200 meter. Okay. At this time instant, both the cars, they are having the same speed, and which is the initial speed of 72 kmph. Okay. After this time instant, suddenly car P decelerate. So it is having the acceleration of minus 2.5 meter per second square, and car Q accelerates. So it is having the acceleration A is equal to 2 meter per second square. Okay. So we have to find out when and where the car Q will overtake the car P. So why car Q will overtake the car P? Because velocity of car P, it will go on reducing, and at the same time, we are increasing the velocity of the car Q with the acceleration 2 meter per second square. Okay. So there will be some point. So this is the point M. At this point M, car Q will just overtake the car P. Okay, and we have to find out the position of this point M either with respect to point P or with respect to point Q. So let us assume the distance of point M with respect to car P, it is equal to x meter. So right now we don't know this distance. We have to find out this distance by using the equations of motions. Okay. So for the calculation, we will divide this motion. The first motion is motion of the car P and motion of the car Q. So for the car P, its initial velocity, this is equal to 72 kmph. So this is equal to 72 into 5 by 18 meter per second. Okay. So this is equal to 20 meter per second. For car Q also, U is same, that is equal to 72 and which is equal to 20 meter per second. Then acceleration for the car P, this is equal to minus 2.5 meter per second square. And for car Q, it is a positive acceleration, so it is 2 meter per second square. Okay, now we have to find out the distance x. So we have to take the displacement. So displacement of the car P, it will be x meter up to the point M. And displacement for the car Q, it will be 200 plus x. Okay. Now car P, it will travel this distance x during the time interval of t second. Okay. And during same time interval, car Q will cover 200 plus x meter distance. So time interval will be same for P to M and for Q to M. So time t for the motion of the car P, this is t second, and it is same for the motion of car Q. Okay. So during this time t, car P is decelerating, and during the same time t, car Q is accelerating. Okay. So now use the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square, and use the same equation for the car Q. Okay, and put this data and find out the distance x. Okay. Okay, so this is the equation for the car P. X is equal to 20t minus half 2.5 t square. Okay, so you can put this complete equation in the equation for the car Q. So put this value by replacing this x. So we will get the equation as this is 20t minus okay. So this 20t we can cancel out. So remaining value here, this is 2.5 divided by 2. So this is 1.25 t square. So this is minus plus 200. This is equal to t square. Okay. So your equation will be 1.25 t square plus t square this is equal to 200. So t square is equal to 200 divided by 2.25. So time t, this is equal to 9.42 seconds, and put this value of t in this equation. So you will get the value for x. So x you will get as 77.45 meter. Okay. So at x distance with respect to car P, that is the initial position of the car P, car Q will overtake the car P.